right, good morning. It is Friday morning, February 28th. I'm in Panama City. I got the Panama City rescue mission right there behind me. It's early. The sun is just now starting to come up. So I'm going to go ahead and get on the road early this morning and see what kind of miles I can get behind me. There's a few state parks down along the beach that I can stop at. Not really sure where this day is going to end up, but I'm excited about it. I'm so thankful for the Panama City Rescue Mission and the generous hospitality that they shared with me last night. They gave several donations, and guys, I'm just so thankful for y'all. I really enjoyed everything there last night. Got good rest, which I've needed, and yeah, I'm excited about today. And as usual, I love you guys, and I'll see you in just a little bit. Alright, so I stopped to get my coffee in and also my praying and Bible reading done. I kind of got out of the Panama City Rescue Mission early enough to be able to kind of beat some of the morning traffic. So now I am on the side of Highway 98 at a gas station right before you get to Tyndall Air Force Base. You have to go over a big bridge, so I stopped to refill my water bottles and that kind of stuff. I'm going to go as far as I can make it today. We'll see how far that is. I do know that I've been invited by Caitlin McCauley to the Apalachicola Community Bicycle Shop. I think that's right. I read it in my Facebook Messenger last night. And there's also a chocolate and coffee company next door. And that's in Apalachicola, 70 miles away. And I haven't really been trying to go that far in any one day. We'll see what happens, but my goal is really kind of Mexico Beach area by the end of the day today. So we'll see how far I get. And, you know, I still got 12 hours left to get there, but you guys will see it within the next 15 minutes. So, either way, see you guys in a little bit, and I love you. Alright, so I'm here between Tyndall Air Force Base and wherever is next. Look, if you're bicycling, make sure that you stop at the gas station I stopped at this morning when you can see the bridge that goes over into Tyndall Air Force Base, because that's the last place you're going to be able to get water for a long time, especially if you're hiking this too. Everything is just wiped out here. It's on the coastline, and all the trees are just erased from the landscape from that hurricane. So either way, I don't know how much farther I've got to go to get to the next place, but I got plenty of water. I got food if I got to stop. Hey, I could camp here on the side of the road if I needed to, but I think this is all Air Force property, so I'm definitely not going to do that. But anyway, I'm going to keep on keeping on. Love you guys. See y'all in a little bit. All right, so I'm here at Port St. Joe, Florida, at the first Dollar General that I've come up to in a long time. It's been quite a while since I've really seen anything familiar. You know, I've seen a couple mom and pops restaurants and those kind of things, which looked fantastic. But I needed to stop and get some nutrition for the morning. And this Dollar General actually has a fresh produce section, which is unlike any Dollar General that I usually go to. And I got some organic blueberries, some snowballs, of course, and some strawberry banana smoothie from Bolt House Farms. You know, snowballs for breakfast, I usually wouldn't recommend it, but as many calories as I'm burning each day, I think it's totally fine as long as I keep getting my other nutrition in too. Anyway, it is beautiful over here in Port St. Joe. The wind is still going with me. I highly recommend that you visit here. Also, if you're biking from, you know, the Panama City area down here toward Mexico Beach and Port St. Joe, which I highly recommend, Google Maps says not to take, you know, Highway 98 through Tyndall Air Force Base. It's really only because there's no bicycle lane from Panama City itself all the way to over the bridge where Tyndall Air Force Base is located. After that, there's a bike lane all the way through all of this. So to go all the way around, you don't have to do that. Just be very careful. There's sidewalks that you can use from Panama City to the bridge. There's just no bike lane, and that's the reason that Google is saying don't take that route. But I took it. I loved it. Again, it's a lot of barren land in between Tyndall Air Force Base and Mexico Beach. You're not going to see anything, so stock up before you leave out. I would even recommend, if you're in a car, get gas before you go. It is a long way. Either way, I'm going to eat, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, love you. Bye. All right, so I'm here with Mark. He's an engineer from Seattle. We just had an F-22 Raptor fly over, and he said, that's what I do. I worked on the wingtips on that. Tell him about that real quick.
Oh, just a mechanical engineer with Boeing, and we did, you know, we worked part of that airplane, so.
Awesome. So when Mark actually was out here, he was in the parking lot, and he asked me what I was doing here. And so I mentioned, you know, that I'm doing a ride for addiction recovery awareness, and I asked him if he knew anybody that had passed from drug addiction. He said they had a really good friend.
Yeah, a friend named Rodney that we knew up in British Columbia. He lived there for years, and we went up and tried to help him with his recovery. He was on and off the wagon constantly, and finally it took him. So we really miss Rodney. That was about 3-4 years ago now. But old buddy had been fighting the monkey on his back for probably 30-40 years. But very sad. But there is hope. He came out of it a few times, but it just never stuck.
I understand. Yeah, that's my goal for anybody watching this channel. If you're addicted, is to understand you don't have to stay stuck in it. You know, even if you've relapsed, get back out. There's churches, there's Celebrate Recoveries. There's so many people who want to talk to you and care about you. You don't have to die in your addiction. So thank you so much, Mark, for stopping by. All right. All right, so I pulled off here off the side of 98. There's a big bridge coming up. I'm not quite sure where I am, but I'm about 5 to 10 miles past that Dollar General that I just stopped at. So at that Dollar General, after I spoke with Mark, 2 separate people came up and said they saw me on the news and had a conversation. And both of them donated to Redeeming Eden. So thank you for that. If you see this video out there, I know I told you about the channel, so I hope that you'll subscribe. But anyway, it's kind of neat, like coming through Destin the other day, there was a lot of road work and people were honking at me and just, you know, saying foul things to me. It wasn't that much, but it was enough to be noticeable. Well, now after that news clip yesterday, people are driving by and honking and waving and, you know, yelling, "Hey man, keep doing what you're doing," and those kind of things. So I'm so glad that that worked out the way it did, because I'm thankful for all of you guys, all of the Get Wrecked crew, everybody that's out there supporting this ride, especially those of you that are just riding down the road and seeing it. I hope you'll subscribe to the channel, because this is really kind of getting to be a lot of fun, and I'm thankful for it. Anyway, I'm gonna keep on riding my bike. I had to swap out all those warm clothes into some a little bit you know, cooler cooler stuff. But I didn't, you know, I didn't go all the way down to shorts yet. It's still a little bit chilly, but I'm going with the wind, and so that's super helpful. But anyway, you can kind of see it's just a barren strip of beach here, and I'm sure I'll have a photo or something from that bridge right down there when I get to it. All right, see you guys in a bit. All right, so I just stopped. You guys saw my last video from the beach over there where I changed into my warm clothes, or cooler clothes. I don't really know what to call them, but I changed into some different clothes. And Anita, right here, McCracken, stopped by, and she was passing by. She saw me on the news last night, and I just said this in the last video that I've had so much support from people that have seen me on the news. But she bought me a shirt that says Port St. Joe on it. And Anita, I'm so thankful. Would you like to say anything?
I just want to applaud this man for doing what he's doing, and I'm praying for him, and I'm praying for all the other people that suffer with addiction. It's a hard thing to get out of, and you need God's help to do it.
Amen. Well, it's nothing that I'm doing on my own. You know, it's only Jesus. So
oh, of course.
Thank you so much for blessing me today, Anita. God bless you, and I love you.
Love you too. Thank you.
No problem. All right, so this is the beef brisket sandwich from the Sand Bucket Barbecue. Comes with pickles, tomatoes, and lettuce, some baked beans, and some pasta salad. Got a Coca-Cola with it. And this place is out on the peninsula, headed back west when you get to the corner of Highway 30A and 30 East. So it's way on out there, but I had to stop and get some food. This is the last restaurant before the campground that I'll be staying at this evening, which is Indian Springs Campground. So Trey Fairchild, you bought me lunch today. Thank you very much, brother. Alright, so I just got here to my campsite for the evening, and it is beautiful. I know I keep saying that, but this part of the Florida coast has been amazing, all the way down through here. This little cove that I'm in is really kind of more like an oasis than anything else, because it's just consistently beautiful. The nature, the flora, the fauna, everything out here is amazing. The people have been wonderful too. As a matter of fact, when I checked in here at the Indian River Campground, I was speaking to the woman who worked here. Her name is Jody, and I asked her on the phone if they could donate the campsite for the night. She said, "I don't know. I'll have to talk to the owners. They don't really do that." So when I got here, I paid, and after talking with her for a little bit, she actually came out of pocket and paid the $30 for this campsite tonight. So thank you so much, Jody. God bless you, and I'm praying for you. I'm glad that your addiction story that you told me about is a good one, that it's got a good ending. So either way, I'm going to charge my phone for a little bit, and then I'm going to walk around here and take some more video for you guys. Alright, so across from this boat slip I'm standing at, across the water here, is St. Vincent Island. It is a nature preserve that can be visited by a ferry, an island shuttle, and they found out that it was inhabited all the way back to 242 AD. It was actually named by Franciscan friars who visited the area in the 1700s, and were actually reaching out to the Appalachian tribes that lived in this area. In the War of 1812, the British actually used it to unload supplies before they came up the river into Georgia to attack the United States. So just some pretty neat information I figure you guys would like to know about where I'm staying tonight. I'm also told that porpoises will come through this cut, so I'm out looking for those as we speak. So if I see any of those, you'll see them in just a few seconds. Love you guys. See you later. Talked to a guy named Ian Goff, and he actually rode a bicycle from Niagara Falls down to Sutherland, Texas, where the shooting happened, and he did it in 26 days. And so each day was dedicated to one of the 26 people who died in that shooting. And I think he kind of timed it with the 2nd year anniversary. And so he was actually one of the first, Ian Goff was one of the first people who I was put in touch with before I started doing this ride. And I sent him an email and kind of wanted to figure out some tips, some pro tips from somebody who has actually done a ultra distance bicycling adventure, so evangelism, ministry, and he's done all of the above. So I had a wonderful conversation with him. Thanks, Ian. I know you're out there watching these videos. Brother, I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you're doing. And I pray for you and your family. This is the last part of the video before I go to editing for the night, so that you guys will be able to see this tonight. And I'm gonna go kind of hunker down in my camp. It's still kind of windy, but the winds are supposed to die down tonight. So I look forward to that for sure. Either way, man, what a great day. I'm so thankful for all the people I met along the way today. And all the people that were, cheering me on. I've actually had, when I came over that big bridge earlier, a couple that stood on the side of the road. The man was clapping, and the woman was taking a video or pictures of me as I rode by. And so that was kind of neat. I guess that's what from the news, all from being on Channel 7. So, man, what a cool ride this is becoming. It's been a cool ride from the start, but now it's really starting to come into its own thing. So either way, I'm gonna go edit. I love you guys, and I'll see you later.